happy that we're starting morning training. It is March, 25th?
Yes, sir.
And there's a lot of great things happening. And we're going to cover the newest addition now to RRR247 and our system here. And we're going to kick it off with a lot of information from our co-founder. Open up your Savings Highway page. Get ready to take a lot of notes. So, Rory, Rickard, got host. Microphone is yours. Can't wait to hear everything you're going to share.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I got this going live now, too. On the rooms, check it later. They should be opening up the book of rooms. We have a lot of people going the 4th to the 8th. We have plenty of rooms available. They just never, ever believe you when you tell them how many rooms you need. So I told them the exact numbers. We know our accounts really well because we already have a pre-count that's getting opened up. And apologies. And guys, that event is going to be freaking powerful. You guys, where we are right now, and I know Niall and Jackie and Tanya were all covering the facts, but I want you guys to hear it from me. It's never been this good. It's so complete now. It's on a rail, and what we have set up is building this business, and you're going to be part of the teams, but you've got to get to a CSI level and then to the GSI level, which means you know how to bring people in and how to duplicate the system. At the GSI level, we literally just turned on the ability to make thousands of dollars a week. It's on, it's complete now. And not only are we able to make thousands of dollars a week, we're able to sustain and grow residual income to make it to where it's several thousands, tens of thousands. And that is where we needed to be. To be a millionaire, you need $22,000 a week coming in. That's to be making $1 million a year. And you guys remember, our overhead is $300. Whether you're making $22,000 a week or nothing because you did nothing, your overhead is $300 a week. I'm gonna let you know what that means. That means that we have the only business that I know of on this planet where you can make more money without your overheads going up. Because our overhead is marketing, and Tanya and I figured out how to pay for it for you guys out of our philanthropy and to invest in you. So it's run time. Okay. Now with this comes, some immense things pop up. And remember, we can be super patient. Nothing we do has life or death implications. It might feel like it, but it doesn't. Be patient, work through the process, learn. All right. I'm going to just stress a few things, and we're going to go into this Savings Highway Global on a very big scale today. And I might go into your guys' other hour a little bit, Jackie and Tanya. I'm going to try not to, but I have some specific things that need to be covered today. All right. This is, I'm going to go back to momentum. I talk about it all the time. The hardest thing is getting going, right? You have an idea, you have a concept. Well, we give you everything you need, but we've got to all learn how to be creative in the art of performance blogging. But because we're marketing the same products, we can all go in the same direction, just rewrite it differently. So we don't really all have to be, masterful on the thinking. We do it as a collective team. And it's not even, when this first started, it was me. And I had to teach. And now there's there's at least 100 people here that are writing their own directions now and leading, and if not more. That's the powerful thing about it, right? We got the Sheila Matches that's just knocking out pages and directions and gaining more and more traffic. I guarantee she makes more on Google AdSense than I do. I don't even know what it is, but she really knows how to press it, and she believes in it. And so when she's teaching on the Thursdays, listen, right? Niall understands the power of building teams. He's done it. But he is now more technically savvy than I've ever seen him before, and he just stuck it through. It was a challenge for him. And I mean it. As his best friend, I had to drag him through walls to understand this technology, okay? That's what it takes. And now look at him, right? He's teaching and training others. That everything we have is a duplicatable process. The one thing that isn't duplicatable is when a new person comes in and they got to spend 10 or 20 grand a month in marketing to make this happen. It's not duplicatable. No one's in that environment. Very few are. The second you come into RRR247, Tanya and I provide that for you. Run. Okay, and I mean run the business. Run, go, stumble, fall, get back up again. It's not life or death. So you have a bad call or a bad thing. That's the worst that can happen. What's the worst that can happen? Right? You're learning forward, right? And Niall's going to be on later today doing the V marketing training. And, you know, we focus on the BRT, and that's what I'm really going to be like really diving in on the training on the 6th is BRT training, because that is the one skill set that the more you hone it in and the more you apply it, that's where you can really impact your growth and your income the most. Because as great as this program is by itself, you're only leveraging the work that you can do by yourself. You can only make so much in Google AdSense. You can only make so much in the sales that your system does by itself. It's not something that's predictable, right? We're not spending money to market directly to your site other than the Vortex. And I'm gonna speak about today. By the way, the Vortex system, it starts on the new campaigns. All the old leads that have been in there for years, you guys are putting in there, all start new on Savings Global Highway Monday. It's going to be incredible what it does. That's why I want to focus on this today, but just on philosophy, and I'm going to catch up a little bit on some time. Everything I'm about to show you guys, none of this is difficult, but it's just the understanding that we got to put it out there, and then you got to find the time to do it. Okay. Now we have anchors. We focus on wine. We always want to be marketing wine and just keeping that out there because people see it, people click, and it's the highest advertising to click that I've ever seen. And if they get into your PBS, that's traffic. Whether they buy wine or not, they're going to click around, and the odds of them creating income for you just go up. Okay. We're going to always be marketing the weight loss, the health things with Vellavita. I mean, the stuff's amazing. I'm going to take my plus right now so I don't forget. Guys, I gotta tell you, we have home runs after home runs. Like, everything is so complete. The Savings Highway Global, what it does is gives us a very low cost entry and a way for some people that couldn't do this before. They can't get into wine. Wine's like $450. To me, it's, you know, you're getting some great bottles of wine. It makes sense. But if you don't have $450 because you don't have enough money for the end of the month, you have more month than money at the end of the month, right? That horrible issue that no one should have. We get it. And it's a lot easier for them to find $20 and get involved and be building than that, but they can build up to it. And you guys, some of our biggest successes here came in this way, where they had to build up to get into wine. They had to build up. They literally helped us market and get going. There's always a way. You know, the best sense is just get in, get your position, because your position is very powerful. Because we have teamwork. If you're working with an instructor that brought you in, they're growing, and they're going to help grow your business while you learn how to do this. Okay, everything we put in place was built so that everybody that came in would win. As long as they stuck around and learned how to do things and did the work, they'd win. Not maybe win, no, win. Everybody wins. The only way to lose is to, you know, suicide your business and take off. That's the worst thing you can do. So we're building these businesses. The Savings Highway Global thing, they added the medical, they added some other things, which then made me want, okay, we got to add this, right? And now it's a matter of portraying it, the angles we use, the marketing presentation we do. This is a way to literally share our program and get people involved on a proven marketing path, which is they spend a little bit of money and they're interested. They have some little bit of skin in, they'll listen to us. Okay. So we're already bringing the market in, and people looking to make money online. They're finding us, they're coming in. That's our student leads. We're already creating gazillions of those, right? And while that's enough, I always do extra legs of marketing. But when we're doing our blogging, guys, people are, and it's going to get worse. And I'm saying that based on indicators. I'm not one of those doomsdayer guys. There's cycles, but inflation has been so high. The amount of interest-free and almost no interest homes that were purchased, that now other things are going to come due. There is going to be an economic balance. It has to happen. It's the way that the system is structured. Until that system goes away, there is going to be massive recession. Okay, Jobs being laid off, you hear about them every day, not once a week, it's every day people are being laid off. And we're talking major big companies that are laying off, okay? It's a cyclical thing, it happens. And when that happens, people get rocked to the core, and they also, but things are different too. Like there's big changes happening in technology, right? You guys are all seeing artificial intelligence stuff coming out. We're dealing with it because it's an awesome thing when you know how to deal with it right. But it's just the beginning. All right. I've been on some calls with some very smart minds, and they're in the crypto field. And I'm going to tell you this artificial intelligence, it is literally going to wipe away several, probably millions of jobs across the globe. Current jobs now, current skill sets now are going to be wiped away, which means new jobs are going to open up. There's new fields opening up all the time. But it means people need to go get the skills up. There's going to be a transition. It happens all the time. This one seems like it's happening quicker than if you look back in time, it's always been there, right? The Industrial Revolution, all these things that come on, right? This is a technology revolution, and it's changing so many areas, okay? And we're in a massive transition with cryptocurrency stuff. And I'm going to tell you, we've taken some different directions on it. And we're really winning. And I'm going to let you guys just know, if it's something we can participate in, I'm really excited about it because we have control on the outcome, right? And I'll bet on RRR247 every day of the week. We outnumber everything by numbers. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Savings Global Highway. I'm going to build a page out right now with you guys in a direction. I literally get my mind trained where I'm thinking about what to market and how to say it and work on different angles. And then when I'm meditating, it comes to me and then I jot it down. Then I go build a page, or I just jump on and build a page. That is the habit you want to be as far as a blogger, because one perfect article, or 10 semi-perfect or 100 somewhat articles, doesn't matter, by numbers you'll get there, can generate 100,000 viewers a year, a month, a week, a day, an hour. And hundreds of thousands of viewers generates revenue. It's just coming through our system. Once you have Google AdSense, it's revenue. If you have Google AdSense, you have 100,000 visitors coming a month, it's good. It's really good income. Okay, if you have 100,000 coming a day, it's awesome income. And think about other products. And so we're always doing this. It's kind of like, we're hedging our bets on traffic by creating new content, but we want to focus on what's relevant. And so we have 3 anchors that are relevant. Focus on all 3. Not at the same time per se, but all 3. We built the Contact Us page. You guys need to have that. I'm going to pull mine up really quick. You guys should all have a Contact Us page. And I don't know if I have one on here. I'm building one on the 1f16.com. This is going to be the new main page that we give everybody. We're getting really situated for the future. Like, we know the path now. I'm going to be modifying some of the products and services we all started with. With this Contact Us page, everybody needs to have one. It doesn't have to be just like this. It just needs to send them to us so that we can reference the Contact Us page on how they get a hold of us. Okay. And if you want them to call you, whatever else, you can do that too. I'm not putting that on here because it'll be on everyone's, but a lot of us have dial pad numbers or text now or slide text numbers. We can utilize those for contact too, but we want to give them a way to reach us. You need a Contact Us page, and the Contact Us page is one of those things too that you can actually add it to your menus. But if you do Contact Us on the menu itself, you can just put it right like under home. Like, I wouldn't put it in the C's. I would just put it like home, then Contact Us. This page we can actually do that with. So I'm actually going to do it on this right now. I'm going to go to my dashboard. By the way, I love my ads popping up like all over. Like, I really do, because it pays, right? And okay, so I'm going to go to appearance. I'm going to go to menus. You guys, I do these changes live with you. I could have done this anytime, right? I'm doing it live so you guys can see how it's done. New students as of Monday will have this, okay? Instructors, new students will have this on Monday. I want everybody to be aware. I added it there. I gotta scroll to the top. So home, affiliate disclosures, contact us. And I'll save the menu. Did I save it? There we go. And I'm gonna just verify you guys that it's in the right place. So it's right there. And if I do the drop-down menu that mobile will have, it'll work there as well. There's no drop-down on it, so it works. So home, affiliate disclosures, contact us. And the thing with the contact us, it's right here, right? We say these things on there, and I'm going to utilize this everywhere on the pages. Just put a contact us for more information because, you know, we're opening up things and we do want to talk to people. Believe it or not, we talk to them. It's amazing what happens. You build a relationship, you're going to tie them in and they create revenue partnership with you for life. So we want to talk to people and give them that reach out opportunity to do so. This is something that, you know, I wish I would have done it years ago. The more you know, you see things and you're like, oh, we need to do this. So anyway, I'm going to make sure you guys have your contact us page. Now I'm going to go here to new page. And I'm going to do this as a like, you know, the word hack. The word hack gets attention, like life hack, you know, cooking hack, all sorts of that. It's something that people look at and they want to, you know, they always want to find a better way to do it. It's kind of fun. And I noticed it gets a lot of responses. So we have a hack with Savings Global Highway, and I'm going to go over just some financial sides about it, right? Like every time you get involved in a business, the first thing you want to do is get your business to cash flow, cover the costs, right? Be in a profit. Well, Savings Highway Global is different because if you just use the services, not only does it reimburse you for the cost, but it saves you more money. So it's you know, even without marketing, it's a win, right? Now we have aspects to make it even more of a win. I'm going to exit code editor for a second. And so I need a title, right? And coming up with a title, I am going to use our chat. And you guys, Chat GPT, there's other ones coming out. You're going to hear them go on there. Same rules apply. I'm going to use Quillbot if I need to. I do not want to use anything that looks AI. It will get, if it detects it as AI, it will not help us in Google. They just won't run ads there, and it hurts our reputation. So you got to do this right. Doesn't mean you can't use it. You just can't use it alone. You've got to be the author of it. You got to modify it to where it's your verbiage. But to come up with the starting basis, great. I'll go ahead and use GPT-4. I'm in the plus version. I am paying to utilize this. I think there's free versions, and those are more than fine, right? I'm going to test out the new technologies that are coming out all the time because if it works for me, it works for you. If it doesn't work for me, it's not going to work for you. I got to be on that. All right. So I want to get a better headline. Headlines are everything. And this is the headline article that I might be able to use as a category page as well. Not a category page, but a category entry. And it's thinking, it's doing its thing. Oh, I wanted that one. Oh, it's right there. Headline is everything. All right. You guys, newspapers, like they're creating the headline, the person that creates the headline, I was told that they make more money than the person who did all the research to write the article many times because headlines sell newspapers, right? So the most important thing is the headline. Now, see, I like this right here. I like the other one too. And we can all use the same one, right? We can all use the same headline. It's fine, really, right? So I'm gonna add a new page. And that's a long title, right? And I'm gonna make it Unlock the Secret. And saving hundreds, there's other way to say it, but saving is one of those words we have to be careful. We can't put this on our main page. I'm going to stress this. Until you have Google AdSense, don't say savings on your homepage or your posts. You can't. Don't highlight the Savings Highway Global on your posts. You can't. Okay. The word saving hurts us until you get Google AdSense. It's okay to have it in the categories. And it's okay to have it as content pages, but we can't have it be the full frontal of our, or it can't be on the frontal image of our system. All right. It's really simple. So Unlock the Secret is what I'm going to use the key phrase. And I want to reword this too, because if I go to the detector, like if I go to AI, so what is it? Content, copy leaks right there. And now I'm using GPT-4. Oops. Check. Not up to scan. I guess we might be okay. Unlock the secret to saving hundreds on monthly expenses. I think we're okay. It's short. I'm going to say we think we're okay. It's the headline, but the content's what I care about the most, right? And I can write the content. I know enough about the program. I don't need to use Chat GPT. I'm not going to. I want it to be as original as possible, do it right. I want this to be something that I can utilize in advertising and posting. I want to put this on social media. I want to put it everywhere, right? I want to do link posting ads to it. And when times get tough, people look for different solutions, right? When the money's flowing, no one thinks about using a coupon. When money gets tight, moms start going to coupons. Coupon usage goes up when times are tough. All right. So it's a good thing to focus on it. And it's something that'll, once you do the work, you just do it once and then we go away. All right. So I'm gonna go here now. So it's our username .savings highway global is the link, and I'm gonna start out with this of I got my key phrase. Where's my key phrase? I got the slug, and the slug is going to be that long. It's going to be this is an article page, so it's going to be this long. I'm going to take the exclamation mark off. The $20, I'm going to leave that on there. Unlock the secret. Actually, I'm going to make that the slug. It's a long article name, so I'm going to make it Unlock the Secret. Just, well, let's see. It's a long slug, right? But I think we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna unlock this secret, my first hyperlink. I'm just gonna hyperlink the front. And I'm gonna make this go to one of the links. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. Here, I'm gonna stop the screen for a second. I already know in my notes how I'm gonna write this. So it's just a matter of just organizing it out there step by step. And there's really no right or wrong way to do it. I could rewrite this a gazillion different ways, which is why I wanted to give it to you guys today. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a hack on the hack. And some of you have already figured this out. All right, we launched this, it's like been a month. It's brand new, right? Watched it for years. It's ready for us now. It literally gets rid of massive friction points. When we're doing our V marketing and we talk to somebody and they don't sign up for the PBS, we put them in the Vortex system, and I'm going to drip on them on this. They're going to get introduced to different aspects of it, and I'm going to be writing enticing things that gets them to take a look at it using your link, going to your page. So the page you send them to, right? The page you put in the Vortex system. And can you can show where to put the Vortex links in on the training, right? Okay. The links and everything, guys, are super important, but you can change that and edit it if you have a better page you want to send people to. We get to control our marketing aspects from the Vortex out. So everybody's going to have, a savings and benefits page, but you want to have a captivating one. And that's why I'm doing this today. So this direction makes them kind of look like, oh my gosh, for 20 bucks, I'm gonna get all this back. And it opens them up to hopefully want to work and go forward with this. It puts them in the arena. All right. They're a spectator at least. They paid an entry fee of 20 bucks to spectate more things going on. And that's the most effective thing that we need to do. The A to B to C. A, they get into something, they already contacted us, they know we're a real person, right? And we're going to drip on them up with information and training. And when they're ready, we're there, right? That's what we're doing. So let me just go over a hack here. Now that we've got everybody, we got initial everything position, we've got our teams coming in, everybody that's active knows about this and takes their spot. Now we start pressing and building, right? That's how we do things here. So, Tanya and I have campaigns going. I'm redirecting lots of marketing into this, which just spillovers down to the organization. What happens is there is a compensation structure and they allow it in the company. You can have multiple positions under the same roof. Okay. That means like your kids can have a membership. Well, the thing about having a membership is if you have a membership, you can refer others under that membership and get paid. You can get that membership for free pretty easily. Four members underneath you of the same level, you're free. So if you're gold and you have 4 gold, you're free, right? If you're gold and you bring in a platinum, that platinum you're going to get $25 on every month. You're free with 1 platinum. You're more than free with a titanium. A titanium you get 50 bucks. You get 25% residually. You get 50% up front, and they might pay us more in different promotions. They've really done everything they could to help us get things motivated. They like our growth. They give us a lot of promotions, and we'll get more as we produce. We have a really good working relationship. But here's the thing: is you get 50% and they sign up. So if you sign up 2 golds a month, that's 20 bucks. Now, 20 bucks, it may not sound that enticing, but the snowball effect of bringing 2 more people in should get you excited. Because if they refer anybody in, and the savings alone are worth something this is one of those programs that like everybody will benefit if they use it. Everybody will. Whether it's the coupons, the insurance, everything that's in there, there's benefits for everyone in this. If you eat out at restaurants and you just use a program, you can just snap the barcode. And it's so easy to use. And it's not like it used to be where you had to cut out coupon and hand out and it's almost embarrassing. Now you scan it. They're used to it. They scan it. It's so slick. I've done it at Denny's several times. I don't want to make sure like you could really save money with it. And I like the savings because I just put it on extra tip. I'm like, I'm going to take that savings and give a bigger tip. So my tips might be 40% now. If I got a 10% savings, I add it on top of my other tip. That's what I do with it. I want to help that server out more because times are going to be tough, and those are one of the biggest areas that people get chintzy on when a recession hits. People don't tip as much. It's bullshit. So Tanya and I like to balance it out. We do our part, right? And so this allows us to do our part with the savings. That's what we do with it. Now, those that need the savings, great. But there's other things you can do with it and add to that whole centrifugal force of giving, right? And that's what I use it for. So I'm going to say, like, so many places, like almost anywhere you want to go eat, it's on the savings thing. You get the code, they scan it. Everybody has scans now. The technology is so much better, right? So even that alone is worth talking about. And you guys, there are extreme couponers out there, and there's a lot of them, right? And Tanya used to watch a show about it because she was so like, you watch them save like their entire bill, and sometimes they get paid money to shop with carts of groceries. And, you know, and it's a hoarder's nightmare because what are they gonna do with all this food, right? But all these things, you guys, people are looking for stuff like that, and we can write these directions, but we can press memberships. So all, like Jackie, you could get Michael to get a membership, and those of us that are building and we're working the leads, you know, you want to get, you know, 30, you want to get as many personals as possible because you get 25% on them. But if you build under another position in the family, you get paid on them as well. So you're double dipping. Okay. Some of us have a lot of kids, right? And your kids can be in there and, you know, they can refer friends and family, but those of us that are constantly, you know, doing the PBS presentations and filling the pipeline, we can change where that link rotates to. We can bless our kids because, you know, getting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people on here, it's a matter of time. And in order to qualify for the commissions, they need 2 referrals, 2 active paid people. They need 10 to open up the 12 generations of pay, but they only need 2. And you guys, you can press the income. All right. This is what Tanya and I do. We press our incomes on every program we can. We follow the rules and we press it because if we can, that's what creates more revenue in to pay the leads, right? We use that for that. So we've been pressing this, and then we put all of our partners in programs and press the marketing because that's how we're offsetting lead costs as well. Every little bit adds up. And if you eventually bring in 100 people, you know, you're going to have some that are gold, some are platinum, some are titanium. It's pretty good income. And if you double dip that, it really gets effective. And because, you know, our overhead is $300 a month to do everything that we do what I do, get what I get. To make $300 a month in just this program isn't that difficult. It's just consistency. And it's consistency building this that helps build the other things. But, you know, if, you know, one program can offset all the costs by itself. Wine, you only need, you know, you put a couple people in wine a month, it offsets all your costs. Bella Vita, put a couple people a month, it offsets all your costs. All these things are very doable, but if we're doing it across all of them, we're really winning. And you know what? An extra $10 a month from last month, an extra $20 from last month, going forward and pressing, that's a solid way to build a business. Because remember, we don't need to spend more money to make more money. We have a set overhead. So this pressing of positions is something that you should look at doing. And I think most of us have a kid or someone that we would care for, you know, and I'll put a parent advice. I don't pay my kids way in. They can get a position for $20, refer to their family and friends, but I will share marketing with them because I can, right? I want them to learn how to use the program. I mean, the car savings alone, I mean, come on, you know, and that's what we're going to spell out. So let me go back to this page. I wanted to plant that seed because when you're doing the efforts, it doesn't take much to cover $20, right? It doesn't take much. And the way the positions go, when that position makes $100 a month, then it upgrades to the platinum. Well, then your position that referred it now gets 25 a month, right? The rest goes up, but it gets 25 a month. But obviously it's making money, so you're always going to be in the profits because when you press it, even when it covers its cost, you're going to get 25 bucks. Like there's no losing formula for this because of the way it's structured. We literally get paid out the bulk of the money, most of it, off the membership fees. The company is making money on the back end services, and that's why this is a viable business. I love it. It's genius. And when you see something that's like this, it's awesome to be part of it, to market it. Their customer service is amazing. They're a good fit for us. We've only broken their system a couple of times, and that's normal for us. and they adapt fast. So I like that. All right, I'm gonna go back to share my screen. And I'm gonna be doing my steps. And I'm gonna come back into the format, but I'm gonna set the format up so I know what I like it to look like. I like the heading 3. And I'm gonna go back to my highlight link. That's what I was doing before. So you guys will be hearing Brielle's name. Brielle is our daughter-in-law, but she's also Tanya and my personal assistant. She's working on stuff in there. She's helping with moving the lead. She's working with the MSIs. She's doing a bunch of things to help us kick up for what's happening, right? So what I do is she's gonna be working. She's part of it. Tanya and I are gonna help press marketing for her. She bought her position. She's in there. She's gonna be using the medical benefits. You guys, the medical benefits are no joke. And so she's gonna have that, and you guys, that right there, that benefit solution, man, that was a good thing to have. So I am gonna highlight goal number here, right, and then activate your position here. Okay, and this link, I can come change this link anytime, right? So after she hasn't, I get her qualified or things are going great, I can come move this to any of our other links. I have other marketing that's bringing stuff in. Our positions are doing great, but now we can really help stack this one, right? And I want you guys to understand the stacking. That's why I wanted to talk about it before you saw me put a different name in there. We can do that. Now, we're all working together. We all have the means. You guys, we have hundreds of millions of opted in leads to our program and our marketing that we're marketing to. Hundreds of millions, okay? We're working on individual ones every day with our SD and our 101s that we do in the B marketing, and we're getting exposure, right? It's sheer numbers. How many presentations you do before you get somebody into our program, right? It's all down to presentations. And the sooner you learn how to do the BRT process and participate in it, the better this is going to be. And that's something we're really, 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 really focused on, right? Is teaching that skill set, because that skill set literally can make you a millionaire here. And it's just time and consistency. We know how to press the money and build it up. And when you become a GSI, we show you how to make thousands a week. Well, then it's just a matter of duplicating and growing and creating more and more GSIs in your team so that they can also make that. The income just presses forward. Like we've got a absolute conveyor belt to create millionaires now. And the missing kinks, the missing pieces are all solidified now. We're running. Never been this excited on it my entire life, guys. Working toward this vision. We didn't know how everything was going to fit. We just knew we had to work this direction. Everything fit. Things fell into place. God is amazing. Credit to God and his inspirations that give you, like when you meditate and the answers that come and the connections that open up, it's not by coincidence. It's not by, it is God created happenstances. And my guys, we are so blessed and so favored. And it is just time to run. I now know I can take anybody and show them how to make serious income, and we can create millions of income a year. And if you make $500,000 a year and you're able to save and invest, you become a millionaire as well. But I like to focus on how can you get to 22 grand a week? We've done it over and over again. We know what can be done. We know what's doable. And if it's doable for us, it's doable for you, because do what I do to get what I get on every aspect now. Even the higher end marketing stuff that we do, the aspects of it, now everybody has access to it when they're trained, right? And our training program is set. Become a CSI so you know how to work with students. Become a GSI because then you're building a team, you know how to deal with multiple students. Now you're ready for the added umph, right? Then we build that added umph and grow to PSIs, MSIs, MSI elites, and the MSI elite level should be pretty much $1 million a year. That's it. We're pressing it. Right. So you're going to be seeing huge incomes building, and that's how this works. It's It's a methodical system, right? It's a system, not a suggestion. All right. Step 2. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this because we're at the top of the hour. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. I think 15 more minutes. Well, if I don't finish this, then we can come back to this after you guys are done with the training. That might be. Yeah, let's do that. You guys watch your build pages all the time. I'm going to continue building this page while you guys get the other training, and then we'll come back to this and you'll see an example of where to go with it. And then I'm just gonna put this in here. Everybody that's watching, if you're not doing V marketing every day, right? Go here. I'll do this for a couple minutes before they come on. 2 minutes. Here, I'm gonna stop this for a second. Okay. 2 minute little pause here.
Rory, before
Go ahead, Jackie.
we need to co-host Dawn.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
All right. 2 minutes before they start, I had something I wanted to just put out there, right? Your why needs to be important. If your why doesn't make you cry, get a new why. All right. And I might ask Tanya to talk about this a little bit. You okay? Yeah, I'll have Tanya talk about this a little bit, because here's the thing. Pain comes to us in different forms and fashions, right? I guarantee you're breathing. That means you have bills you got to pay every month, right? And if you ever stack your bills up, like, what if you didn't have to worry about those bills at all? What if you had so much money coming in, the bills were just not a big deal at all? Like, you didn't even feel the pressure. If you have to look at the bills and make judgments on what you do in the month, that's not freedom. You're tied to something. Right? So let's get free. Let's get that time and financial freedom going, right? Do you know how you create time and financial freedom? Cash flow that doesn't require your physical time building it. So yeah, we got to build the machines up. We build a leverage up, right? We use the system to work 24/7 for us. These are all things that create cash flow that don't require us physically being there. Yeah, we got to establish it. We got to build it. We got to build new content and put it out there. But we get to do that at our terms. And when we do enough of it, we're just pressing to make more. Once you cover your nut, it's amazing. I call that, right? Once you cover your bills and that you don't have to think about those anymore. And now you can focus on wealth generation and growth. That's an awesome place to be. Awesome place to be. So if you have a strong why, like if a minimum would be like, hey, I want to just live comfortably. Okay, fine. That's your why. You should also want to travel. What's your dreams, right? Remember, a dream? What's a dream? Something you turn into a goal and have an action plan with the resources to actually execute it. We give you the action plan and the resources. You just got to execute it to accomplish that goal, and then now you're living your dreams. That's it. The recipe's here. You don't need to come up with marketing money to make it happen. You just got to follow the system. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Jackie and Tanya. I'm going to go build this page, and I'll bring it back on.
Okay. Did you beat out? We're in the same room, guys. We're trying to make it work. Welcome, you guys. I guess he wants me to talk to you for a minute about your why. I've talked about this a little bit before. Most people just think I'm Rory's wife, which is the title I wear with pride, FYI. But I am my own person, and I've been very successful in my own right. I've been in the financial industry for the last like 30 something years, 32 years, I believe. That's one thing that Jackie and I have in common, one of the many things. But I was a young mom at one point, and I had to provide by myself. I was a single mother. If you don't know, Rory and I have a blended family, and we've raised all 7 of them, and God's blessed us with the ability to do so, and with the family background to do so as well. I really believe it takes a village, right, to raise a child. So when I joined into this network marketing business, it was to help support my 3 children, I couldn't do it on my own. I was working. Anyone who ever knows anything about the mortgage business, you work 60-hour weeks easy. I mean, that's just a dream, honestly. And when you're a single parent with young children, that's very, very difficult to do so. And I had to step back from some of the things I was doing and take less hours so that I could provide for I could have the time that needed to be for my children. By doing that, I took a pay cut. So that's when I joined the network marketing business. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys know the story, but Rory and I actually met the first time we met face to face because he was my brother's best friend. We met at a network marketing convention, a sign up meeting, and we were both signing up for the first time. So that's how long we've been involved in this. But you guys, the reason, my why, if you will, at that time, I'm going to talk about two different things here. And I guess this is not what we intended, but let's go. My why at the time was I lived in a very cold state where I had to have boots and coats for my kids. And you guys, I could not. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I could not do it. I couldn't afford to buy it. Now, I could have asked my parents. They were amazing and they would have done it. But I had a lot of pride and I didn't want to say I needed the help unless I absolutely needed it, right? Until I had tried everything myself before I went to my parents. So that was my why was to start off till I wanted to buy boots and coats for my kids for winter. And, if I couldn't have done that, I would have cried. I would have cried because I would have felt like a horrible mother that couldn't have provided for her children. So that was my start. I did it in the first month. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This works. And so I just continued to do so. My why continued to be, I wanted to, provide for my children. I wanted to be able to quit my full-time job to be with my kids more. I wanted to be the school mom that could go to be the school, to go in and work at the schools and be able to take those times. I wanted that. That was my why. I wanted to be a part of my children's life because I have a Christian background, so I believe that God blessed me with these children, and so it's my ability. God put them in my hands and said, Tanya, you raise those babies the best that you can, and to bring them back to me because you're just borrowing them for a moment, right? That's my belief system. I'm borrowing these babies for a moment, and then they're back to they're God's children. So with that belief, I wanted to do the best that I could, and so I kept working and working until I did eventually actually be able to retire. But there's a whole bunch of different reasons, but let me tell you guys now, I'm a grandmother now. So my why has changed. My why has changed now. And this is something that I don't think a lot of people talk about is that your why does change. It does. It has to grow with you, right? So my why now is completely different than buying boots and coats for my babies. That was a long time ago. My children have babies of their own. So, as you guys change and grow, your why right now, like if you're a young parent on here, you have a similar understanding of what my original why was. But my why now is completely different than what it was. And what's your why? What do you want so desperately that if you were told no, you would cry? And that's what it needs to be. And a lot of people here, a lot of it's just you want to be able to make an income that you can provide for your family. That's pretty substantial. That's a pretty substantial why. I'm just saying, and that's what we want to help you with. We want you guys, there's no such thing as freedom. Truthfully, freedom is always paid for, whether in the lives of others who sacrifice their lives, or the families that sacrifice their time with that loved one to give us the freedom that we have here. That's a huge cost, right? And working has a cost. It does have a cost, but there is always a value, a reward from it, right? Those men and women who sacrifice their time and to go and serve our country and protect us. That's a huge cost, but it's also a huge reward. And it's the same thing here. By working here, you're starting out here and you're starting to build and grow here. So what is it? You're going to invest more time, more energy, more focus, right? And that's the cost. So if your family is on the same page as you and they understand your why, and they have bought in with you, you can work together. And that's one of the things that I feel like Rory and I, as a couple, when we started into this amazing opportunity here of RRR, I don't think a lot of people understand that the cost that went into it was hours and hours of work behind the scenes, years of it. So, and so the fact that with Rory and I, we sat down, had a goal, and because I'm very goal oriented, so we had a goal. This is what we wanted out of it. So we were willing, both of us, to sacrifice certain things to get here, to have what we have now, to foresee the people that are here joining the family and wanting to grow and learn and help others. So, like I said, the whys can change, but the cost of freedom is never free, but you guys are working for your own time freedom. That's it. That's what you're working towards. That should be one of your goals. Because truthfully, freedom is being able to step back and say, okay, today I can take the day off and I can go hang out with my grandkids and play at the pool with them. That's freedom. It's freedom to say, hey, where should we, I feel like a trip. Where should we go? Let me get my phone and let's find out and search for great flights. Let's go someplace quick. That's freedom. And I'm hoping that those are your dream bigger, some of your reasons why, just for the fact that Roy said that our daughter-in-law started working now for us. Our daughter Brielle, she's starting to work now for us. You guys, this was a huge why for me, because now my daughter-in-law is working with me. Guess what that means? It means she can travel with me, which means my grandbabies can travel with me. That was a huge why for me. Now we got to find a new one, babe. Now we got to find a new one. But that's it. I wanted her to be able to do that, to have the time for my son they can take off and come and travel with us and be with us. And I can have those grandbabies with me everywhere. Because if you don't know anything about me, know this: I love my family. And my grandbabies they just walk on water for me. Those kids are just amazing. So anyway, that being said, you guys, I hope that you guys understand. We're going to shift it back into wine here for just a moment, but this is a huge opportunity. This is part of filling that why. Rory calls it OC at the table. And I didn't understand it at first, but I do now. I get it more and more. To me, wine's just magical. I just think it's amazing. I think there's no reason why not to drink it, right? That's the thing for me. But unless you have a religious belief or an addiction that you're working through. But that's it. Other than that, you drink it when you're happy. You drink it when you're sad. You drink it when you're celebrating the end of a life. You drink it when you're celebrating the beginning of a life. You drink it when you're celebrating a marriage, a bar mitzvah. There's like everything. You're just going to celebrate all in between. There's everything. And the fun thing about that too is you remember those wines. You remember what you had, what you drank at those events. Like for a wedding, I remember what we had with my daughters when they were getting ready to marry my sons. Like I remembered what we were drinking, what we were eating, we were nibbling on. I remember all that. I remember the feelings and emotions. You tie that back in with that wine. It's just something magical about that wine. And I just love it. But I'm going to introduce Jackie. She's going to take away the first part, maybe the rest of the hour. I don't know. Whatever you need, Miss Jackie. Guys, she is my sister in spirit and also in, I think, background. We both of us are very similar. We both have the same familiar background. We're both Italian descent. We're both also in the finance industry, and she just retired, and God bless her. I'm so happy for you because I know the stress that goes behind that. So, I mean, I know it. So I'm going to introduce Jackie. She's going to take it away. So Miss Jackie.
Well, thank you, Tanya. I'm so excited to be here. I just love doing the Saturday wine tasting hour. And so the way that we're going to tee this up, guys, is for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jacqueline. I've been around these parts for about 5 or 6 years and absolutely love it. So on Saturday mornings, we are going to actually feature a wine of the day. And so today we chose our cook, and I'm going to introduce her in a minute. She chose to share with you, and I don't know if you could see this, is our Rickard Merlot. And we all, for those of us who have been here a while, absolutely love this wine for many reasons. Not only is it named after our great founders, Rory and Tanya, but it is a delicious wine. And whenever that our wines come to you, just know that they are private label wines from our boutique winery that are cultivated properly. They are fermented properly. These wines stay in the bottle until they're ready. And Rory and Tanya and Peter and Miss Adele go out every 90 days to check on the wine. So when you are receiving these beautiful bottles, they are cultivated with a lot of care. And I absolutely love our labels. This is to me, it's such a sharp, sophisticated label. I don't know if you can see that, but I absolutely love it. But in this beautiful bottle today, what you are going to taste if you are sharing in this with us is some hints of raspberry and green strawberries and cherries. But there's also, and I had to do a little bit of education on this, there is a hint of what they call Bordeaux style herbaceousness. And that is a very big word. And me, with my little web feet coming from Southeast Louisiana, let me help you out. Even when I Googled it, I didn't know what the hell it meant. So I had to go to Peter and say, Peter, explain to me what this means. This is a big word. He said, oh, baby girl. He said, all that means is it's the difference, most of the wines are originated in Europe. And so he said that's between what they talk about in the old world and the new world. But it simply means that these grapes are cultivated around stems, meaning herbs. So you might have mint, or you might have parsley, or you might have different herbs that are entwined with these vines. So that's what that big old word means. But in addition, in the oak spice fills of this wine, there's notes of like toasted almond or hazelnut or tobacco. You've heard us talk a lot about when you're tasting, how you feel the wine come into your palate. How is it on the back of your throat? How is it on the front of your tongue? Because we have a lot of different sensations, and depending upon what you pair these wines with, you could get a different taste. But that's the beauty of tasting wine. And that's why we're so excited to be able to do that on Saturday mornings. But we kind of shifted a little bit. We're going to start to debut our beautiful GSIs and PSIs on Saturday mornings. And so this morning I have one of our GSI. She happens to be from our team, but her direct MSI is Stacy Southwood. Y'all know how much I love Stacy, and Stacy has really worked with Dawn Tortellini over the last months to really grow her, and she is doing phenomenal. So we are so proud to have her here today. And Dawn is going to be tasting the Merlot, and I'm going to let her explain the dish that she is pairing that with this morning. So go ahead, Dawn, take it away, sweetheart.
Hello, Jackie. This morning what I chose to make were chocolate pancakes to go with the Merlot wine, because chocolate is one of the things that goes very well tasting with wine, with this particular wine. Now, I made up the pancakes ahead of time because I know we're short on time. So I'm putting the pancakes on a plate.
Okay.
And even though I didn't include it on my page, I made some chocolate sauce.
Oh, absolutely. That's wonderful.
Okay.
So what did
So
you talk just a tad bit about the ingredients on how you made your pancakes, baby? You don't have to go into big detail, but just kind of just a little bit.
Yeah, I made the pancakes with all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, unsweetened cocoa powder, and then baking soda, salt. And I went and put all the dry ingredients into a large bowl, and I whisked them together. Then I put all my wet ingredients, which are milk, eggs, vanilla extract, and butter. I melted the butter, but I had to let it cool so it wouldn't curdle the milk.
Oh, okay.
And then I put all the wet ingredients into a well in the dry ingredients and whisked them all together.
Okay.
And then I put them on the griddle, so I cooked them there.
Awesome.
But
they sound very flaky.
It was very thick, the batter. So I had to keep adding tablespoons of milk to kind of make it a little more liquidy. And then I made these, and I'm going to put some chocolate sauce on top.
Oh my God, is that rich or what? Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's made with the dark chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Because with me,
yum,
the darker the chocolate, the better.
And if I recall, as we have paired the Rickard before, Rory and Tanya always point out that dark chocolate is wonderful with this. So it is going to be fabulous, I bet.
Yes, excellent. So, this is the first time I've had the chocolate pancakes. My husband usually makes the regular pancakes. But when I was deciding what wine to use, I know chocolate goes very well with the Rickard Merlot.
Absolutely. We love our chocolate and our Rickard Merlot.
Oh, yeah. The last time I did the wine and dine on Wednesday night, I made a chocolate crazy cake.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and that recipe is also on my page.
Well, and for those of you, I am going to put her page. She wrote a dynamite page about her pancakes and how she's pairing it today. So I will share that in the chat in a bit. But we're going to let her go ahead and do her tasting and tell us what she tastes.
Yeah, I put some stevia in the chocolate sauce to sweeten it up a little bit. That's good.
I bet.
Never had it with chocolate sauce before.
Can't ever have too much chocolate.
Is
No,
it
I
similar to the
love
chocolate
chocolate.
gravy? Like the Southerns have that chocolate gravy. So is it similar to that, Dawn? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
That
Sil.
Merlot goes very nicely with the chocolate. It kind of softens the chocolate taste, especially with the dark chocolate. So, very good. So,
Are there
if
any
anybody wants
different
to try
hints
that,
that you might be tasting out of there? Do you taste any of the fruits, or do you taste any of the the nutty?
well, right now I'm mainly tasting the chocolate because I'm using the dark chocolate, and the dark chocolate is very strong.
So the wine is enhancing the
Yes.
chocolate flavor.
Yes,
Good.
it is.
Awesome.
Okay. Now I also put maple syrup out because I wasn't originally going to use the chocolate sauce, but then I figured out how to make the chocolate sauce, so I didn't need the maple syrup. So yeah, so that's it for my tasting.
Well, you did wonderful, and thank you so much. We thoroughly enjoyed having you this morning. So, guys, every week, and we just make this short and sweet, really, because we want to feature the wine of the day. That's what this is all about. Is it's about the wine membership and what wines you can pair. What brings to mind, Tanya, not long ago, actually paired, I believe, this same wine with chocolate covered cheese. And of sorts. Do you remember that? Now, I would have never thought to take cheese and put chocolate over.
I know, that was great.
It's absolutely dynamite, and it brings out different flavors and stuff like that. But the main thing, this wine is a lighter bodied. It has light tannins with it. So
Right.
if you were doing a progressive whether it's a brunch or a dinner, you might start out with, like me, because I'm a champagne, I'm a sparkling wine lover. I might start out with that and then move to a white. And then before the main meal, go to a Merlot, or actually you could serve this wine for your main course. And then finish it off with a dessert wine. But so yeah, this is one of our favorites. If you've not had it, and you are a member, you might want to order a custom case. They do go quickly. And I do believe this is our third vintage of this particular wine, the second of this particular wine. And one thing I want to point out that Roy and Tanya talk a lot about is our vintages from year to year to year taste differently. And that is how it should be. No wine should ever taste the same, guys, if cultivated and fermented properly, because you have to understand they're being grown on the vine, depending on the soil that year, depending on the weather that year, depending on, the seasons. That's going to all change how that grape matures, making the flavors a bit different. Even when you put them in the barrels, it could be, because they go in different barrels and stuff. It could be that one's more oaky than the other, or so forth and so on. So that's the uniqueness of what we bring to you in this boutique winery with these private label wines. So please enjoy them. And I'm going to turn this over to Tanya to get her little bit of wisdom. And then I do believe she's going to take the last part of the hour to do some additional education. So Tanya.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, what Jackie was talking about, I just want to reflect on a little bit there. Jackie, you had it just right, because this is our second vintage of this. So we keep the labels, obviously, but they're going to change. It's going to, the 2017 was the first one we had, and then we have the 2020, and we're getting the next one ready even now. But it just, so many different things go into that grape, depending on how much waterfall it gets, how much sun it gets. Even the fires in Northern California affect the taste of that grape. So it's going to be different from year to year. It's never going to be the same. And that means it's a real, true fine wine. It's not mass produced. That's really, really important to know, so that you're getting that real wine. It's not, you guys, I can't even look at wine on the shelf in grocery stores or anything anymore, because it's just like, oh, I know what this goes into that. And so, you know, the quality that goes into ours. We travel with ours. I have some over there, but I also want to make sure you guys know we are still doing the wine and dines. They'll just be once a month. The next one is April 6th. And it will be the hour before the training. So I believe, I know, I've been in so many different time zones, guys. It is, I'm just going to say, what is it? It's 7 Mountain. So 6 Mountain is going to be the wine and dine, which would be what is that? 7 Central and 8, I believe, Eastern. So, so anyway, that's when we'll have it. And I'll be hosting that one for the first couple, at least. They're going to be themed. This one will be around Easter. I think it's probably going to be more around Louisiana because Rory and I will be in Louisiana. So I'm going to make sure we have some gumbo and some jambalaya, some fun stuff like that. And we're going to be pairing some of the wines with that and sharing some of that. So whether or not I cook it, we will see, but it'll be fun. It'll be a join us for dinner kind of a night. Super excited to do that and kind of kick it off. We still wanted to keep the vibe of the dinners alive, so you guys can invite your family and friends to it as well. But you guys, we still have we want to continue to love on the wine because it's really important, guys. It is our first anchor for a reason. So now Rory wanted to show you the vortex. So we're gonna screen share here. Let me screen share. We have a tester account. There we go. Move that. Okay. So here is, this is one of our little tester accounts here. So if you go up here to this little hamburger, you pull this down. Now you guys, if you're not paying,
It hasn't shown up yet, Tanya.
Oh.
Black screen.
It's black. It's okay.
There you go.
Is it working now?
Yep.
Okay. So the little hamburger up here, I just clicked on it and you can see it pops this up, all your little information here. So I get this question asked a lot. It's nothing showing up in my marketing. It's usually because you've canceled the marketing. It's only going to show up as long as you paid for it, right? If you haven't paid for it, then it's not going to show up here. But if you go to your vortex right here, it says CM. So if you're going to click on that, and oh my goodness, looky what we got here. So it's super easy to add. If you just scroll down here where it says add contact at the very bottom of the screen. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Excuse me. Add contact here. Here's where you're going to put it all in. This is what you do. This is where you put it in. Super, super easy, right? And then these are different offers and things that we can drip on them for, as you can see over here. So this is where we try to help everybody. Again, you guys in the shipping department and back order, here's your, this is where I get a lot of questions. So I'm just going to hit it here. Your smart manager is where this is where you're going to go. I think this one's off because it's just a tester account. But this is where you would enter your address if you're having billing issues with your wine. There's 2 different ways that you get billed. You get billed through the wine here, and you get billed for the vortex on the in the account. If you're going over here to my account, that's where that is. So there are different things here.
There's a delay. Your screen is froze. Now it just went to the CRM.
Oh, it didn't go before? Let me go back.
It just now loaded. So there's like a 20-second delay.
That's quite a lot. We don't have the best internet where we are. Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. If you go to the bottom, can you guys see where I'm pointing down here at the bottom? Where it says add contact?
Yep.
Okay. That's where you're going to click to add the contact and put your information in here. That's where you add the stuff. I'm delayed. I'm trying.
Yeah, delay. It just went to Smart Ship Manager.
We'll give it a second. It's way delayed then.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I do go back to it. So
Now it's back to CRM.
there we go. And at the bottom of the left-hand side, it says add contact. You're just going to click on that. It pops up the new contact information. And this is where you enter all the information and then hit save, of course. So that's how you do it. Very, very simple actually, but it's good to know where it is. So as far as that goes, like I like to show the back office because I think a lot of people, they have so many questions. Going back to our Smart Ship, again, this is a test account, so it's not open, but that's where you would go to change your ad. So anytime it says it's having issues with billing for your Smart Ship, it is here. If they're having issues with your billing for your Vortex, that is under, if you click on the hamburger, can you see me clicking on the hamburger here now? I don't know
Yes.
how delayed I am. Okay. Under my account, there is where you go for that. So there's two different billing areas because people will say to me, well, it bills my vortex fine, but that's because it's two different areas. And I don't have the ability to go in there and reset all your information. Only you have that ability. I can reset your password for you, no problem. That is also time sensitive. So you have to get that done. But that's where that is. And so if you have any issues, it's all in here. Now, I also get asked about, let me go back to the home here, asked about the link for non-ship. It's right here. If you see the on the side, I'm back on the home screen now. Can you see it?
You just clicked on home screen and it looks like it's starting to load.
Okay.
Not yet though.
I'm going to wait a second for y'all to catch up with me. But if you want to join the non-ship, the link is there. If you're sending out a link for it, it's on the front of the page. I'm going to kind of click over here. And it's enabled right over here. So if you want to be a part of the wine company, but you do not have, you don't drink wine, and for religious reasons or for health reasons, then that's where that's how you're going to sign up. Now, you also, if you already have the ship, if you're already getting the wine shipped, but you want to switch over, because again, you're not drinking it. We had this with one of our people here, Jenny, she did it as well. We really recommend that you sign up with the advanced vortex first, and then you go in and cancel your smart ship. Okay. So that it doesn't mess up all your stuff. So do that first and then go in and do this. Now, you just keep in mind that it will bill you as soon as you sign up for the advanced vortex. So you will, that first month, you will see the $14.95, if you get the regular vortex and then the advanced one. You will get the bill for both. That's just the way it does work. So if you want to wait towards the end of it, then make sure you're canceling all that. And if you go into I'm going to click, try to be slow. I talk fast, y'all. I'm going up to my hamburger again. Okay, and
Yep.
y'all can see it. Okay, and if you're going to go to my account,
Yep.
okay, you're going to go to member services.
Not yet. Yep.
Okay, so you see where it says cancel, upgrade. This is where you want to do it right here. This is a great place to do it too. Just hit, you want to get the advanced, there you go. Then you can cancel your other one. Make sure you cancel it. So many people say I'm getting billed for both, but they forgot to cancel the one. Okay. The computer is this is a software program. And although it's beautifully done by Peter, it does not think outside of the directions it's been given, right? So the guidelines it's been given is how it's going to think. So if you don't cancel it, it's going to keep on billing you until you cancel it. So now another thing, you guys, with the wine, this is a consumable product. It can be ruined, right? So this is why once it's been shipped out, we do not refund the wine because it is disposable. It's ruined. And we don't want to send out wine that's been ruined to somebody else. So if you have an issue with your shipment, then please submit a ticket, but we're not going to refund you. We can try to help you with the issue, but you stop screen sharing. That is that there. That's what we have going on. So it's just please keep that in mind. There's so many different ways to have, you can put your wine, I was going to show that, but I can't. You can put your wine on hold. It's in the smart ship section. There's a little box at the bottom that says hold your wine. You can click that and therefore you will still be billed for your wine. It will not be shipped. Once you unclick that, it will do your next month auto ship, but it won't ship your back wine. You need to submit a ticket, let them know that you've unclicked, let them know them unclick that. And it's not just me answering those now, it's others. So you unclick that and just let them know that you've had your one on hold, and then it will be researched and sent out to you. But that's just right now, it's just manual because we don't have a lot of those. I'm sure it will be eventually done, through the system, but right now it's done manually. So that's just another important thing to know. Also, my friends, it's coming up to the warm season. So that means shipping will be delayed. Once it leaves the warehouse, we do not have any control over that wine. It goes into a refrigerated system. So I get this question a lot. It just says it was printed and it's been a week. It's because it's out of UPS's hands. UPS will not update it any further. It'll just say printed, but it's not. It's been sent. They don't, for some reason, the back office doesn't show that it's in the refrigerated truck, but it is. So that's how we do. That's how just know that that's going to happen, guys. So if it's been a little bit and it still says printed, it's in the truck, and it will, once it goes back with UPS for daily delivery, it will update and show out for delivery. So, you can keep an eye on that. But you can also have somebody else pick up your wine. Please, you guys don't misuse this. You do get one free reship because accidents do happen, but it costs us. We eat that wine because we don't resell it. So please make sure that you guys don't just mind your business. This is your business, right? This is your business. You guys make money off of all this. So make sure you're taking care of that. Accidents happen and things happen, and we always try to make it right. I really work very hardly to make sure everything's everything's done right and we handle it right. But just need to make sure that you guys are minding your business. If you're out of town, please hold your wine. If you're moving, please make sure that you've changed your smart ship to the new shipping address, or just in case, put it on hold for a month or two. Then move and submit a ticket. I'm in my new place, so I've updated my smart ship because I do need to verify your new shipping address. So when you do that, please make sure that you let me know that you've updated your smart shipping address so that we know it's done. And then I have to manually go in and do that, and I'm happy to do it because I want y'all to get your wine, because you know how much I love you to get your wine. So I don't know if we have time. Do we have time for a couple of questions, Rory? Okay, Miss Tony, we'll take you because I asked you to unmute.
Hi there. What's the least amount of information you can give to Vortex? Because I've had a couple of students say, I tried to put someone in and all I have is their name and their email and their telephone number, and that's it.
It should be okay.
It should be okay.
If that's not working, if that's not working, submit a ticket. We gotta do that then.
Yeah, submit a ticket, Tony, if that's not working, because that should be okay. But if it's not, then just
I'm trying to get it to for the next updates.
Yeah, Peter's been working massively behind the scenes, so have him try it again. And then if not, then let us know, because we'll get on that.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tony. Okay, let's see. Miss Kim, let me ask you to unmute. There you go.
2 questions. One is, do you have to put the little doobie dubbies in the phone number? The little, parentheses. There we go.
No.
Okay.
You don't have to, right, Rory, put the parentheses in the phone number? Just making sure I'm telling her right, because I didn't think Peter said he had to do that. Like you don't have to put the parentheses.
No.
Yeah. Please don't do that. Yeah.
And just put no dashes, just put on the phone number, right?
Yep, just the number. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then the other question, okay, it was an important question and I just zoned right out. Give me a second. My brain's numb. Oh, if you're in the grapevine, I'm sorry, I've had too much doctor stuff going on. In the grapevine, if you're in the grapevine,
yes,
how do you switch it to the Vortex? I know he said something one time about your grapevine stuff will eventually be put into the Vortex, right? I think.
That starts Monday, Kim. It's going to start Monday.
Well, I don't have to switch anything. I just leave it alone and it'll do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I'm not touching nothing. I'll leave it alone. That's what I thought.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Okay, Mr. Joel.
I'm sure you know I'm going to ask. Just wondering how the Canada's come along for the shipping.
That's a question for Rory.
Well,
Okay.
I can't answer it yet. It's in customs.
It's in customs, Joel. That's
Cool.
closer,
Okay.
at least in your country,
much
right?
closer. That's much closer. That's excellent. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Joel. Okay, Miss Gail.
Yeah, I was just wondering when you guys recommend upgrading to the higher marketing profile.
When we recommend? I
Yeah,
think
the lower one, but
if you're serious about,
If they have more, if she has 100 people in there, if she has 50 people, then they need to upgrade. So
oh yeah, I got like 1,000 in the Vortex, so yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're serious about the business anyway, like you're starting to, you want to build it, you should anyway. But yeah, Rory says 50, more than 50, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Overage. We covered it. So
Okay.
just-
Did you hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but Rory said we cover the cost of the overage. So just go ahead and do it. An update, upgrade will help you
Upgrade and just fill it up.
and fill it up. Yeah. So, okay. I think that's it. We're going to head back. I think we're going to head back to Rory because he wants to share his pages with you guys. Are you need another minute?
I'm almost, yeah. Well, they can
Well,
watch the video.
Well, let me share with you guys more about wine. I can always talk about wine. Oh, I have a Jay. You have your hand up. Let me ask you to unmute. Miss Jay?
Hey, thank you. This was so fun. But with the non-ship sign up,
Yeah.
what do we put in? Do they just put Utah in their address? How does that actually work when they're just doing the non-ship with the vortex and everything? Does that make sense?
You're asking how it works if you what? Say it again.
Well, so they're signing up, but they're not actually getting wine. So they're going to the 59.95 to keep their 50 BV.
Yeah, they're signing up with
Okay.
that. They're just
So when they
unsubscribing
sign
their
up
membership.
to have a non-ship, do they put Utah in their address, or how do they?
Oh, she has a link in her back office that she can give them.
Yeah, she's asking if they put their address as Utah.
The non-ship link is.
We want you to use, if you use your non-ship link, that's not, so use your non-ship link, Jay, send them that
And
one.
that's not
That's
an
the one I
issue.
was showing. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, my friends. Well, I guess, I think Rory said you can either watch him build or you can talk with me about wine. Too bad we can't take a poll. What you want to do? No, I'm just kidding. You guys, also, just so you know, we do have graphics that are, I post every day almost in Facebook and on Instagram for the DTC the DTC. So you guys can share those graphics out to help kind of promote whatever we're doing. And I will be posting today a graphic for the wine and dine on the 6th, so you guys can share that as well and remind your teams to join, and we'll get going there. But anything else you want to say, Jackie, about the wine? Anything else you want to add in there?
No, I think we covered it. We are so glad to start doing this on Saturday mornings. And we're just going to continue and build up on it and have a great time. And I'm Jackie and I love wine. Not with my sister Tanya. I can't wait till you are in Louisiana though. You know, it's crawfish and crab season. Just saying for Easter. That's a big deal.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure I'll be calling you on speed dial.
Actually, I'm going to be at a crawfish bowl when you're doing. I'll be with my son Joey in South Florida, and we're doing crawfish that week. So for the wine and dine, I'm sure we will have a lot of fun that evening.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. It's also his birthday, so we'll have to have a call out for his birthday. But, we have one more hand raised, Bob. Let me see if I can get you to unmute. There we go.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Okay, quick question, and thanks for the information. I'm fairly new, just getting started, but I joined as the estate level, and it says you're going to get a description card. Those seem to be gone. Do you know when they're coming back, or if they're coming back of each wine?
Are you talking about the tasting notes?
Yeah, I've got the tasting notes. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
That's what you get. So I know on the one of them that has the little QR code, and that gives you all the tasting notes. So that's what you would have gotten if you got a card. So if somebody says, "Where's my description?" I'll send them the tasting notes. Is that it?
Yeah, that sounds perfectly. That's what we've done now. We've done it all virtual, so it's easier. So yeah, that's where it's at. It's in the back office there.
Yeah, the Antonio, whichever that Cabernet was, is the only one that had the QR code of it. That's where I got it.
Oh, okay. I'll tell our programmer so he knows to fix that. But yeah, that's what it's Bob. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the world of wine.
I'm having fun with it. I'm glad I ordered a case because I have to give it away to some people get them to taste it.
You know, the best way to give it away is to as a hold a wine tasting, because that way you get to taste it too. That's what I
Yeah,
always say.
exactly.
Have a wine tasting so you can share it, but you can still consume it.
Well, the easiest way to get someone on this is just give them a bottle of wine and let them taste it, and then say report back, and I'll tell you how to get your next. I'll tell you how to continue to get your wine free without getting it from me.
Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, guys, we are going to end the wine hour. We're going to go back where I was going to show you the page. So let me just flip him back over. Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna take these other 13 minutes before we get Niall on. I'm gonna share my screen, show you guys where I'm at. I'm gonna make it look pretty. I've loaded the video on here and I'm just finishing up the verbiage. And I'll show you guys where the contact us stuff goes in here. I need to make these bullet points. I really like writing the bullet points because people don't ever read top to bottom. They skim, right? They skim. And so this makes it skimmable. Right, so this is where that contact us. I'm gonna put it. I'm learning how to, when we write, to add this somewhere, right? To cross market ourselves. We're invited. It's an invitation to talk to us. Like, we're a community site. They can contact us when they want to. Here's a solution. Here's a solution. If they have any more questions, we want to talk to them, because if we do a BRT, we're gonna add somebody to our community. We're gonna add them. That's what's gonna happen, right? So I'm gonna bold this. I'm gonna bold this. And bold that. And then I am gonna just list that. And I'm literally gonna make this a heading 3 again. Hold on. I'm almost done, guys. I was wrapping this up. Whenever you guys get where me, it's like, I know what I want to say. I just got to type it out, organize it, and so I'm going to put this right here, just a little note, and that's step 5. And then I need to go back up here. I need to grab my link. And I know I got to do some transition words or actually, I'm going to make it purple. It talks in the video about a link below it, so always put one below it because it talks about it. And then, guys, this is all written the way I want it to be as a page. I am missing a picture in here, right? So I want to have like the membership thing or whatever. So I do have some, we do have some images. I'm going to go grab one. Where's my image? I got to go find image. I'm going to go to media library because I thought we had one in here already. I'm going to upload. I'm going to go to our Dropbox one. And membership club. And put it to the right. I'm going to hyperlink it. Open a new tab, apply, and we're going to go down to like 50%. Probably, let's see, 25%. Maybe a little bigger, but not much. Okay. I'm going to put it right there. I want to go up one. There we go. Just get where I like it. That's all I needed to go green, guys. That's all I needed. I'm going to hit publish. I'm going to hit publish. I'm also going to back this up. Oh, do I have that on this computer? Let me see. 1F16. I'm just gonna put it in here. I gotta organize this later. But I'm in that folder. And I'm gonna put this in the free stuff. But this is the page I'm gonna send people to. I'm gonna send people to it from, like, this is what I want to use for my page that I'm gonna send people to from the Vortex, for instance, right? So open up free stuff, new, doc. You guys are gonna get really used to this, right? So I'm in the page. In reverse order, just go from bottom to top, just from bottom to top. So enter, keyword, slug, meta. And I'm OCD, so I make sure it's always perfect, like the way I like it. Like this is who I am. I like to be clean and orderly, because a cluttered filing system is not good for anybody. So you want to have it really organized. So there's a slug. And it's a long slug, right? I'm doing this as an article release. I can still use this in the page I send them to. It doesn't have to be inside the system, but it will be. Usually we want the slug to be somewhat short when we're advertising it, but this one, I'm fine more and more doing long headlines. This is just the way we market them. So there's a key phrase. And I could say unlock, you know what, I really should say unlock the secret. I'm turn off my video, see if it gets better. Yeah, I gotta turn off my, we don't have enough, we paid for extra bandwidth where we're staying, but it doesn't show. All right. I'm just gonna look here really quick. I had a weird feeling, so I wanted to just check and make sure that I'm green on everything. Oh, I need to put the key phrase on this. Fine, I'm okay with this. Okay, I just added that. Just I'm gonna go look at readability. It should be pretty good. It's amazing. My transition words are already set. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm happy with this now. Now I'm gonna actually go here to the three dots, click on code editor, and I'm gonna click here, copy this, go to my backup page, and then put it right below. There's a space in between, one space in between. That's it. And I'm gonna come here to the page itself. I'm gonna grab the title and put that on the top. And then click up here, it'll copy it up there. And now that's saved. My backup is done. And you guys, that only takes a few seconds really to back it up, right? It's worth every second. If anything is to happen, I have it there. And then I also, for instructors, if I want to share this, I can share that same page. They can literally take that copy and they can paste it from my backup page. And then they have the exact placement there and they can go reword it. Like we can share better this way too, safely save better. So exit code editor, I'm going to update to save that page. And now I got a page to market. And I'm going to go put this in my Vortex system because I might like the way this is worded better. And I'm going to do one that's specific for the Vortex maybe later. But this right now is unlock the secret to saving hundreds. So they go there, it's like, okay, it's about saving and they can make money, but it's like it hits it from a different angle. My savings and benefit one is actually really good. That's the one that everybody has as well. But we can get creative on how we write that initial page we're sending them to. That's where we're all can perfect. So think about it. We're going to be sending them. These are people that wanted to make money. We talked to them. Maybe they weren't there to follow up. Maybe they ghosted us. Maybe they didn't show up for their presentation of the BRT. And maybe we did the BRT and they didn't sign up for the PBS. We're going to add them to our Vortex system and drip on them. We're going to hit them with what I call the lowest hanging fruit of, hey, this is a $20 program that puts a lot of benefit into your pocket and allows them to see things. They're going to see the system again. If they saw the Keystone video, for instance, and didn't sign up, now we send them to this, they're going to be going, oh, they're marketing other things. Some people don't get it. Some people don't get how great this is until they see it a few times. That's why that Vortex system allows us to cover everything. It's just repetition of the information of what it is. All right. Here's that page. I talked to you guys about doubling down. Now that we have everybody established and we're growing, some of you have literally hundreds in your team, and they're growing, right, all the time. That's awesome. Just keep in mind, pressing it forward to those we care for. I would, as a parent, I would never pay their way in. I would make them pay the $20 so they use the program, right? And then if they start earning a check, they get it for free. They can share it. But this is one of those things they can literally help you with your business. Meaning, mom's doing this, dad's doing this. Like they can share with their friends. Even millennials want to save money. They want better things, right? And this is an opening to that. And then they can find out about more and they can click around and see more things. This is just something we can put out there. And you know what? This page right here, let me see if I have it on the Rory. Let's see. I think I put on the 1 of 16. I'm making sure I'm streamlining the whole new student thing because we got more stuff, right? Yep. The savings and benefits, I need to add to this. Well, I just did that one page. So so I need to put that on here. So you guys are going to watch me do that right now. So this is the unlock the secret to having. So I'm going to come here to dashboard. This is all good for you guys to see. I'm going to go to appearance and menus. Unlock the secret to saving hundreds. It's right there. So that's okay to say. Unlock the secret to saving hundreds on monthly expenses with this $20 life hack. That's something people read and like, I want to grab their attention. I really like that. I'll thank ChatGPT for helping me come up with that. I had my own version. They came up with something else I liked better. That's what I did. I'm going to add it to menu. And I'm going to put it under free stuff. And it's unlocked, right? So it's under free stuff. I'm going to hit save menu. And I'm going to come here to visit site. And I need to modify it in other places too, right? So I'm going to go to free stuff. I'm going to right click, open a new tab, link in a new tab, and I'm going to click on all things free stuff, open a link in a new tab, because when you change one, you got to change the other one. I'm going to come over here and hit edit page. I'll do it both on the other all things, edit page. I'm gonna make sure, I don't have my category pages for this one. I'm going back and even the main stuff, I'm backing them up this way as well. We have awesome backup systems, but there's just something about backing things up in case they all get corrupted. This is something that even I do on everything now. So new, new, and I back them both up. And I can copy that over to here. You guys, I'm going to show you guys this. I can't show you guys this enough because we have people that have problems with this. Like, it's just simple. We just repetition is mother of all learning. So I'm just going to do that. We know it's free stuff. Oh, actually, let me put it in here. So there's Bitcoin, free money. We got stuff in here like that leads to it. And now I'm going to do the life hack page, right? Which is right here. I'm literally going to say that same headline. Free stuff is something people always look for free stuff. So they're going to come in here and see it. Right, so I have it all spelled out. I'm going to make it a heading 3. And I'm literally going to do the hyperlink, right? Type UN, pulls that up. UN pulls this up. And I'm literally going to copy this. And I'm going to go add it to this one too. And then I'm going to hit update. And I'm going to hit, I'm going to come down here to the meta description. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to this one here. I'm going to put the meta. Grab the slug. I'm on the all things, right? And that's the keyword. I also know that's the title, so I can put up there and click that. Then I can go right here. I'm going to hit the 3 dots, hit code editor, click on this, Control A, Control C. Paste that. That's backed up. I can close that out. I can also go here and hit exit code editor and update. That's done. I'm going to go to here to, again, this is the free stuff one. And the meta description on the free stuff and all things should be different. It can be the same, but I like to make mine different. they're slightly different. They have the same content. That's great. But I do that. And you can have them be the same or different. I just like to do them different. Okay, slug. I'm going to go up here. Key phrase. Put that there. Put that there. We're almost done. I'm going to come up here to the top, the 3 dots, code editor. Grab this, Control A, Control C. Come over here. I'm going to paste it right there. Now that's backed up too. And inside my category pages for my backup, I got all things and free stuff. They're both backed up. So, for those of you that haven't done your backups yet, make sure you're doing it. All right. Now this page is done. I'll exit code editor. I'll hit update. I'll go ahead and close that out. And now I'm back to that. And you guys, I'm literally, we just launched this a month ago. It's a home run, right? It's fixing all the stuff in there. As of Monday, our students that are coming in, instructors, will have this as their main system. Everybody up until then, they're going to need to watch this, implement it. Not a big deal. Always shifting and changing. But you guys, we have it so good. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and stop my share. I don't know if you need a few minutes now.
Yeah, my system's still messed up. My tech guy's not here, so can you go ahead and co-host Dina?
I'm actually going to make Dina. Oh, I got to stop the recording. Hey, for those of you that are on here still on YouTube, I'm going off YouTube. We are not going to show this live. You need to be a member to see the V marketing. That's where we make the bigger money. All right, I'm going to go